Hello, folks. I am Alan for today's news. I will be reading and speaking about world news, interesting news to keep you entertained, and news to keep you informed. And I can't find a whole lot today. Here's something here from Bloomberg. Russian support for Putin's war in Ukraine is hardening. The Russian leader has unleashed a wave of recession not seen since the KGB hero Yuri, I can't see his name, Rude Jelensins for the slightest hint of questioning of his official line. A mix of Russian imperial and Soviet Nastasia, something like that, that has given rush into curriculums for schools and universities across the country. Artists, writers, and actors have been hounded from their jobs for even suggesting critical views. Their works and exhibits replaced by new ones, scrubbed for adherence to the neo-Soviet traditional values. Putin wrote into law, school children denounce teachers and practitioners, priests for suggesting peace instead of war. To shore up support, his government has doled out cash payments to citizens in the country and provincial regions and shut down the few remaining media outlets that challenge the official state version of events. In stage management, events lavishly covered by the state media. Putin maintains the image that the war is that's far away, rarely referring to it directly, highlighting economic successes, new welfare benefits, and renovated clinics. That was the message of his State of the Nation speech this week, which blamed the conflict on the U.S. and allies, but offer no hint of where it might end. Instead, Putin offered new benefits to veterans of their family, touting the value of combat experience as the best school of life. Now, it doesn't matter what he gives these veterans because he's going to kill them anyway. You know, the ones that don't fight, they're dead anyway. So you're dead if you fight, you're dead if you don't fight. And Putin don't want to call it a war. It is a war. I think he's a crazy man, just like Hitler. He needs to get his head examined. You hear that, Putin? Anyway, here's one from Tell Me Best. Walmart admits that it's worried about what will happen this year. And here's why. Mega retailer Walmart is concerned that the company is in for a tough 2023. Despite experiencing healthy holiday sales, Walmart is forecasting slower profit growth and slower sales over the coming year. The company investors are disappointed at the prediction and the way stocks fell down during morning trading on Tuesday drove the message home. Although overall predictions are negative, Walmart also had good news to share this week. The company enjoyed a 8.3% sales increase during its last quarter as a store in the United States and have been open for at least 1 year. More customers are purchasing its private label brands, and the company has also lured more higher income households to become regular Walmart shoppers. Yeah, I always did buy, off-brand stuff. It's just as good as a name brand. It saves you money. But people are more and more buying off-brand stuff now. On the surface, an 8.3% sale increase sounds amazing, but sales of groceries outpace sales of other products through the holidays, including clothing, electronics, and toys. CNN speculates that largely due to consumer being more cautious about discretionary spending in the current economy, a factor that necessarily place food above other. Anyway, you can read the rest of this in my description box if you like. Let's see what else we got here. This is about, excuse me, let's see, I'll go top here. This from Metro. This is about the mystery orb that wars upon Japanese beach may finally have been identified. It says here, driftwood, sea glass, pretty shells. It's always worth keeping your eyes peeled for potential discoveries on any coastal scroll. But day trippers at this one beach in this one city here was baffled on Tuesday at what the tide had dragged in. A local has stumbled across a giant ball, soon branded a mystery orb by the world, and contacted the authorities. Some suggested it could be a Godzilla egg. You know, Japanese make Godzilla movies and stuff way back when. While others mused it could be a new form of spy balloon. But it appears that the panic was a false alarm, and that the mystery orb may be a piece of common marine equipment. Experts say the big ball is similar to a steel buoy made by Japanese shipbuilding company Nantog Yagfan. It was used to guide mariners on marked position in the ocean. So it's just a buoy is what it is. That's what it's saying. You can read the rest of that in my description box. And here's something I thought was interesting. I haven't saw $2 bills in a long time. And they go back before I was born. I didn't even know that. This is from Gold Banking Rates. Check your $2 bills. They could be worth upwards to $4,500. If you have a $2 bill burning a hole in your pocket, you might want to think twice before spending it in the store. The bill itself might be worth a lot more than $2, as in thousands of dollars more. It says here, certain $2 bills can fetch $4,500 and up on the collectibles market, according to the U.S. Currency Auctions website, WUSCA. Just about all of the really valuable ones were printed in the 19th century, but even bills printed within the last 30 years might be worth hundreds of dollars if you have the right one. The $2 bill was first printed in 1862 and is still in circulation today. Never knew they made $2 bill back then. I don't remember what year it was when I first remembered they was putting out $2 bills. I didn't like them. I don't think I saved any either. Dummy me. The $2 bill was first printed in 1862. I already read that. And it's still in circulation. It originally featured a portrait of Alexander Hamilton, but that changed with an 1869 redesign that put Thomas Jefferson on the bill. The most recent edition of the $2 bill was designed in 1963, according to the WFLA, which cited information from the U.S. Treasury Department. If the $2 bill was minted and printed before 1976, it will likely be worth more than its face value on the collectible market. In some cases, it might be worth only $2.25. The highest value is $4,500 or more for uncirculated notes in 1890. Although most of those bills range in value from $550 to $2,500, the value are the same whether the bill is has a red or brown seal. And I guess when they mean uncirculated, maybe brand new looking bills. And it says here, an original uncirculated $2 bill from 1862 ranges in a value from $500 to more than $2,800. You might get $3,800 or more for a 1969 note. More recently, the USDA lists a value of $500 on certain uncirculated $2 bill from 1995. If you have a $2 bill from the 2003 Premium Federal Reserve set of 12, you could get $700 or more. Most $2 bills in circulation are worth exactly that, $2. And even though you don't see a lot of $2 bills in everyday life, they are still being printed. The Treasury Department Bureau of Engraving and Printing plan to print up to 204 million $2 bills in 2022. CNN reported there were 1.4 billion $2 bills in circulation in 2020. Why haven't I seen none of them lately? Anyway, if you want to read more of that, it might be in my description box. I thought that was interesting. Here's something here. You probably heard of this one here. It is from Giant Friskin Robot. Facebook is going to start charging you money. I'll read a part of it. Meta is testing a paid prescription service on Facebook and Instagram along with the Blue Verified badge. The paid social media platform also offers other perks. And see, it says down here, where I seen that at earlier when I was reading it. Yeah, right here. Known as Meta Verified, the service will cost $11.99 per month on the web and $14.99 on mobile. The tech company is launching the initiative in Australia and New Zealand this week. Others in more countries will be available to add the verified badge on the Facebook Instagram page. The announcement was made by Mark Zuckerberg in a post on the photo sharing platform. Now, I heard they're doing it because they're losing advertisers. You know, they're not making money from advertisers anymore. So now they're going to charge the people about that. I don't want to be verified because I'm not paying them that money. You know, if they're going to make everybody pay money, I'll just close my accounts. It's all to it. Okay, here's one from Popper Mechanics. I thought this one was interesting since all the UFOs that have been on the news. The Pentagon is investigating UFO that possibly turned off warheads. Former U.S. Air Force personnel reportedly told the Pentagon about their encounter with UFOs back in the 1960s. The officers say the 60s era UFOs supposedly turned off nuclear warheads. The Pentagon has an official office for investigating UFO sighting. It's been a jam-packed month for unidentified flying objects in the U.S., so let's add one more juicy piece of UFO news to the pile. That's what I say. Now the government is supposedly investigating reports of UFO somehow deactivating nuclear warheads. The Daily Mail claims the former U.S. Air Force personnel have testified that UFO interfered with nukes in the 1960s. The officers reported recently told the government all domain anomaly resolution office AARO that they have bizarre encounters with objects near U.S. military bases. So next time these things be flying about the bases, the military bases, maybe that's what they're trying to do, disarm the nukes. Something to think about. You can read the rest of this in my description box. Here's one here from Business Insider. Most of Putin's presidential administration is secretly against the Ukraine war, but don't dare to tell him. See, there's a lot of people that's against this war, but they're afraid of Putin. Putin probably kill him. You can read about this in my description box if you like. Here's something too that's been bugging me. This is from the Associated Press. This is from St. Louis. Teen athlete loses legs. St. Louis prosecutor under scrutiny. Beyond the grief after a teenage volleyball player from Tennessee lost both legs following an accident in downtown St. Louis, her family and those around them are left to wonder why the driver responsible for the wreck was able to get behind the wheel of a car, the girl's coach said Thursday. Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey is among those also questioning why 21-year-old Daniel Riley, a robbery suspect, wasn't behind bars after court records showed more than 50 violations of bond conditions. He had an ankle bracelet broke. He 50 times violated it. Going on his own. Bailey, a Republican, blamed St. Louis Circuit Attorney Kim Garner, a Democrat. He demanded that she resign by noon Thursday or he will try to remove her from office. Garner has given no indication she plans to step down. She plans to speak at the afternoon news conference. This is about the rule of law and about justice, Bailey told reporters at the Capitol on Thursday. Instead of protecting victims, which is her obligation, she's creating more victims by neglecting in office. 17-year-old Jane Edmondson was walking with her family to their downtown St. Louis hotel Saturday night when she was struck. Police said Riley, an unlicensed driver, didn't have a driver's license, sped through an intersection. His car hit another car that struck Edmondson, pinning her between two vehicles. The high school senior from Sima, Tennessee, is stable and alert and with her family. Anyway, I heard that she has to get two legs amputated, both of her legs. So, no more playing games for her. Such a young age, too. It said here what did it have? It said they got a GoFundMe campaign on Edmonds' behalf. So far raised $365,000. Now, if I was her parents, I would sue the city of St. Louis, the state of Missouri, the judge that let him loose in the first place. I don't trust the judges at all. I don't trust the law at all. They make their own laws. The cops make their own laws. This is the stuff that pisses me off. They'll be glad to pull you over for a speeding ticket, but if you do a crime, you're back out on the street doing it again. Anyway, you're going to read the rest of this. It'll be in my description box. It's pissing me off the more I talk about it. So I hope you enjoyed the news today. And don't forget to like, subscribe, come back, comment. And thanks for watching. Later.